You're going to have to come together as a movement and say, here's what we want done about it. Because you can get lip service from as many white people as you can pack into Yankee Stadium and a million more like it. We're going to say, oh, we get it, we're going to be nicer, okay? That's not enough.
That was a clip of Hillary Clinton challenging the Black Lives Matter movement to come up with a plan. She may not have challenged them directly, but as an organization seeking change, then it's definitely something they should challenge themselves to. But I want to first start off by thanking everyone for watching this video. My name is Aaron Owens. I'm a father, business owner, convicted felon, and African American. My life was able to surpass what it was because change was mandatory. Plus, as a father, I want my children to be better than me, so I had to do better for them as well. But the same goes for everyone in general, especially blacks. If we want better for us, then we must do better for ourselves as well. Now, making this video is really out of my comfort zone, and I've never made one before, so I ask that you bear with me. But I myself was challenged. My mom challenged me to express my opinion, and I believed that I had to, so I accepted. But before I do so, I would like to state what this video would not be about. This video would not be about bashing the government or going against its laws or its law enforcement. It would not be about slavery, white people, or what they have done to black people since slavery. This video also has nothing to do with religion, boycotts, rioting, or war. And most importantly, it has nothing to do with who's right and who's wrong. This video is intended to be about fixing the problem. What has happened is done, and what's left is what we do next. I support the Black Lives Matter movement and what it's all about, and I do believe that these type of organizations are needed to move forward. But I believe that there's a better way for us to do so. I believe an organized plan that's executed together is mandatory. But the BLM must first create and sustain structure and unity within its own organization first. I was watching a video from Young Turks about this meeting, and the senior producer was commenting on how everyone handled the overflow. He said at one point, and I quote, "I think each group is different," referring to the Black Lives Matter movement, and he continues, "There's maybe an approach that this organizer didn't want to take that another organizer would have took," which to me says that a great opportunity could have been considered a victory, but because one division of the BLM does not handle situations the same as another, then we can't do so. Quite frankly, the fact that anyone can say that and it's true should be addressed. You cannot properly execute a plan with different agendas. If you're not uniform in your execution, then you will not be taken seriously. You must show everyone that you have an achievable goal and that your entire organization is on the same path to achieving that goal. You must also have trust. I believe the difference between today's movements versus more historical movements are mainly that factor. Let's take Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or Marcus Garvey. They all knew what they were trying to achieve, and they had people who believed in what they stood for. Everyone who followed them could depend on their decision making, and if a person followed our historical leaders, they all believed that they had their best interests at heart. The trust of the people you are trying to help is essential in helping them, especially if you need their help to do so. Another difference between our past and present is that we now have the opportunity to gain the trust of all people from every race that would like to make a difference, instead of different leaders that attracted different followings for different reasons. You also have to have confidence and loyalty. In order to unify, your supporters must be able to accept your cause and have patience and understanding that real change requires time. No one should claim the same cause as you if they promote anything other than what you believe in. People must be confident that by supporting you, something will be different, and they must believe that by following the law and exercising their rights, that you will address or resolve their issues. The United States of America provides its people a lot of power, but only together will we ever see it emerge. With that said, I'm proposing something positive and progressive, something organized, efficient, and effective, something that does not blame anyone for our lives or that only focuses on our problems. Something that understands we cannot change the past and that the present is already gone. A plan that is completely focused on our future and making it better. I believe that as a people, if we identify a problem, we must create a solution for that problem, not just focus on it, or we inadvertently become a part of the problem ourselves. Nowadays, talking about change is a joke, because actually making it happen is possible. But what type of change is the question? All change isn't good change, and all bad change isn't bad for everyone, right? Well, Hillary stated in the video that she doesn't believe in changing hearts. You have to change laws and leave hearts out of it, and I believe that to be true. Sympathy cannot be used to support elevation. If we want to excel forward, then we cannot live in the past. The two does not coexist. And it would never allow us to demonstrate our ability to progress. Your rear view mirror is okay to look in, but it's not okay to stare in if you want to move forward. Hillary Clinton said we must change laws, and I believe that if we ever require change, then that's what we must do. But we must first know how our plans will affect our country and each state, and we must also have a plan on how to address those agendas accordingly. Hillary Clinton also said, you can keep the movement going that you started, and through it, you may change some hearts. But if that's all that happens, we'll be back here in 10 years having the same conversation. To me, that means that even though all of that time has passed, we'll be still fighting the same issues, but now only with a few more sympathetic hearts. Don't get me wrong, I won't dare say what the BLM is doing won't positively impact change moving forward, but I don't believe that at the moment it's enough to ignite the change we need moving forward. Again, I do respect what's being done, and I admire people who stand for something and that protest progressively. I haven't protested myself, nor have I rallied or financially supported any cause, but I am willing to do so. As I said before, we can't focus on the problem, so I'm not here to debate the issues or to argue the facts. I did present the problem, but now I'm presenting a solution. Hillary Clinton stated, in politics, if you can't explain it and you can't sell it, then it stays on the shelf. So I call for like-minded individuals that are willing to politic results and enforce real change instead of just talking about it. The functionalist perspective states that society needs things a certain way in order to maintain balance, and that our country needs underprivileged people just as much as we need privileged ones. I do agree with this theory, but I don't agree that African Americans have to be the majority of the underprivileged ones. But then again, without action, I only have an opinion like everyone else. So if we truly want change, let's do it. I'm challenging all of us to change something and to change it together.
Let's get an agenda that addresses as much of the problem as we can, because then you can be for something in addition to getting people to have to admit